Okay, the next category is, for candidate is Spartanburg County Coroner, Scott Ramsey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to say that most of the candidates up here have told you they represent a district. My race is often overlooked during election time. It's not one people want to think about. It's not one that people really have a lot of understanding about. But this is a very important race to the citizens of Spartanburg County because our district is the county. Last July, I decided that I wanted to run for Spartanburg County Coroner. I began my campaign talking with family, making sure this is what I wanted to do. Spoke with other friends, and one of my pastors who I've had a lot of good conversations with. And after talking with all these people and spending some time really praying about it, I decided that it was time to do it. I feel that we do need a change in our current administration, and it's not because I think it should just be me. I think that the citizens of Spartanburg County deserve a lot better than what they're getting. I started my career in 1993 as a firefighter EMT. I have worked for Greenville County EMS and then transferred into the Greenville County Coroner's Office, where I began my career as a deputy coroner. I also spent a couple of years in Charleston with the Coroner's Office down there. Two of the busiest systems in this state. I got an opportunity to learn from some of the best investigators in the field. I would hold several of them up to anybody in this country. Part of the reasons for Charleston was it gave me a lot of learning experience, a lot of opportunities to learn things that I would never see in the upstate of South Carolina. As you all know, there's a lot of water down there, and I saw a lot of things with water. Saw a lot of things with aircraft. So I was able to experience a lot of things. I was able to learn, further my education. During that time, I actually went at the age of 42, 43, and began working on my first college degree, which I did complete successfully. I am 41 credit hours short of finishing a second degree with Bachelor's in Business Administration. First degree was in criminal justice. During my career, I have investigated over 2,000 cases, physically hands-on investigated over 2,000 cases and sat down with families. And in some cases, yes, I have shed a tear with these families. Why? Because families are that important to me. The coroner's responsibility is to determine cause and manner of death. It's not about law enforcement, because the coroner's office is not a law enforcement agency. It's about serving families and finding answers for those families as to why their loved one is no longer with us. So I do bring a lot of experience to this office. I do bring a lot of compassion for people. And I hope that on June 14th, all of you will at least consider, when you step in that booth, voting for me for Spartanburg County Coroner. I will say that my opponent, I don't know if he's here. I'm here. Okay. I never saw him come in. I will say that you'll hear a lot about his background, and he's got a large career in law enforcement. And I will say that 30 years in an agency is a good thing. It's very commendable. But that 30-year career is not qualifications to be a coroner. My background is primarily medical. His is law enforcement. The coroner's office is not a law enforcement agency, folks. Coroners need to have the medical background. You're going to hear something called ABMDI probably. ABMDI is a competency exam. It does not give you medical background or training. I have the ABMDI, such as my opponent, but keep in mind, here again, it is not a law enforcement agency. I have the credentials and I have the background and the experience to be your next coroner and make those changes. June 14th, I ask you for your vote. Thank you.